Welcome to the squad. Let's get right into it. Today, we are completely ripping up the textbook and stepping straight into the real world. We're going to master the language of money in this explainer. Look, forget just memorizing dry formulas. We are building financial common sense from the ground up so you can take absolute power over your own wealth. Let's go.
So think about this for a second. Does money control you, or do you control your money? Because honestly, not understanding money isn't just a math fail, it's a life fail. If you don't figure out how to manage it, trust me, it is absolutely going to manage you.
We've all had that feeling, right? You wake up, grab your phone, check your banking app, and boom, you see this dreaded negative balance staring right back at you. Negative R150. Yikes. That right there is the very real, very painful cost of financial ignorance. But hey, don't sweat it. By the end of our time together today, you're going to have the exact tools to make sure this never happens to you again.
Okay, here is our mission briefing. We're tackling this in 5 quick stages. First up, the foundation, the money formula. Next, level 1, bank account showdown. Then we hit level 2, the time-traveling trap. After that, level 3, the budgeting battle plan. And finally, our boss fight, unmasking hidden discounts. These are literal survival skills, so let's gear up.
Section 1. The foundation. The money formula.
All right, so the golden rule of financial maths is actually incredibly simple. Your closing balance equals your opening balance plus your income minus your expenses. It's really just logical accounting language. You know, what you started with plus the money coming in minus the money going out, that gives you what you have left. Honestly, think of it like a giant logic puzzle. If you know 3 pieces of this equation, you can always, and I mean always, find that 4th piece.
Let's jump into level 1, bank account showdown. So let's apply that golden rule to a real-world scenario. We're going to look at Priya's bank account over the month of March. She starts out with an opening balance of R850. Now notice how we've taken a pretty messy month of random spending and neatly sorted her transactions. We separate the money coming in, like her babysitting cash and a nice gift from Gran, from the money going out, like a new game, a burger, and that pesky bank fee. Because here is the secret. Organization is your absolute best weapon in finance.
Let's just walk through the math here, one step at a time. Step 1, total the income. R200 plus R150 means she's got R350 coming in. Step 2, total the expenses. The game, the food, the fees, they all add up to R439.99 going out. Now for step 3, we just plug it all back into our golden rule. Her R850 opening balance plus the R350 income minus the R439.99 she spent leaves her with a closing balance of R760.01. So even though she bought some things, she still has a really solid chunk of cash left over. That is a massive win.
Moving right along to level 2, the time-traveling trap.
So sometimes we want something, but we just don't have all the cash right now, right? So what do? We essentially time travel. We use our future money to buy things today. This is buying on credit. And when you do this, say with a hire purchase agreement, you get charged a fee. This is calculated using the simple interest formula. Interest equals principal multiplied by the rate multiplied by time. The principal is just the amount you borrow, and the rate is the percentage they charge you. But listen to me, watch out for the ultimate trap here. Time must always, literally always be calculated in years. So 6 months, that is not a 6 in this formula. It's a 0.5. Let's unpack the math on a real purchase. Say you spot these killer sneakers for R1200, but you've only got a $300 deposit in your pocket. That means you need to borrow the remaining R900. The store says sure, but at a 15% interest rate over 6 months. Okay, step 1. Calculate the interest. That's R900 times 0.15 times 0.5 years. That equals R67.50. Step 2. Figure out the total amount you owe them now. It's the R900 you borrowed plus that R67.50 in interest, making the whole shebang R967.50. Step 3. Divide that total by your 6 months and boom, you get your exact monthly installment. You'll be paying R161.25 every single month.
Now, the absolutely crucial thing to look at here is this giant number, R1267.50. That is the actual real-world total cost of those sneakers once you combine your original R300 deposit with all those monthly payments.
And this, right here, this brilliantly illustrates the true cost of impatience. Buying them outright with cash was R1200, but time traveling and buying on credit, that cost you R1267.50. You literally just paid $67.50 extra purely for the privilege of walking out of the store with the shoes a little early. The major takeaway here? Always, always calculate the total cost before you sign any credit deal.
All right, on to level 3, the budgeting battle plan.
Simply put, a budget is just a predicted closing balance. It's looking into the future. Let's use one to plan a grade 9 class party. We need to figure out if our class can actually afford a DJ, snacks for 25 people, and still hit a savings goal of our 100. Our opening fund plus what we expect from ticket sales gives us a total forecasted income of our 950. Now, our expected expenses, the DJ, all those snacks, and that $100 savings goal, those add up to our $812.50.
When you compare those numbers, you're really just looking for one of two things to happen. A surplus is what you want. That happens when your income is higher than your expenses. That means victory, the party is absolutely on. But a deficit, that's when your expenses are higher than your income. That means defeat. You can't afford it, and the party is totally canceled.
So, looking at our numbers, R950 minus R812.50 leaves us with this beautiful number right here, a $137.50 surplus. Yes! That means the party is definitely happening, we hit our savings goal, and we even have some extra cash left over. We absolutely crushed this level.
Now for the final showdown. Boss fight. Unmasking hidden discounts.
Okay, we need to reverse calculate the original price of a jacket. It's currently sitting at R360 after a 25% discount. Now, let me highlight the absolute biggest trap of this boss fight. When you see a discounted price like R360, you have to remember that number is absolutely not 100% of the price. It's just not. The secret to winning this fight, the key to the whole puzzle, is realizing that if a jacket is 25% off, it means you actually only paid 75% of the original price.
Let me guide you through exactly how to solve this. We're going to isolate the variable. We know 75% of the original price, let's just call it X, equals 360. Now, dealing with decimals like 0.75 can get really ugly really fast. So let's pivot to clean fractions. 75% is simply the fraction 3/4. So 3/4 of X equals 360. To get X completely by itself, we just multiply 360 by the flipped fraction, the reciprocal, which is 4/3. Watch how clean this is. 360 divided by 3 is 120, and 120 times 4 seamlessly unlocks our original price, our 480. And you can check the math. Our 480 minus a 25% discount, which is 120, gets you right back to our 360. Boom, boss defeated. Congratulations, you guys. You have just mastered financial problem solving. Honestly, you are officially fluent in the language of money. You know how to track your balances, calculate the true cost of credit, build a winning budget, and completely unmask those hidden discounts. So I'm going to leave you with this final, provocative thought today. Look at your own life. What would you save up for if you cut just one unnecessary expense today? Take control of your money and start building your own wealth. Thanks for hanging out with me in this explainer, and I'll catch you next time.